Well, hello my fellow car modelers. I just thought I'd do a quick update today. Today is another day. It's the Monday before Christmas. Maybe I get it out today. Maybe you see this, on Tuesday. But I just want to do a couple updates, mainly on the 40 Ford. You probably watched my last video, which was taped about a week ago. You probably saw the 40 Ford still in its raw, bluish, light blue colored plastic. Felix is climbing up on me like he always does. He wants to supervise. He's looking over my shoulder. It's all good. What do you think, Felix? Pretty cool? But he doesn't feel like talking to you. Sorry. Anyways, so we've been getting pretty good progress on this baby right here. I've been doing a lot of body work and prep work. So I'm going to go over this real quick with you, but I want to do a quick update on that Sprue Goo thing. If you watch that, go watch it. I'll put a link at the end for you to watch that. But we've been reading the comments and suggestions, and I'm pretty much up the opinion that Sprue Goo really isn't for me, but I have it, so I thickened it up. I put more pieces, even last night, put more pieces in it. I got it. I might even put more in there, make it even a little thicker. So I might find a use for it. I have it. We'll see how long it sits in that bottle and lasts. Some people say it does, some say it doesn't, but I'm not a fan. I even used some on this, and I saw some very bad adverse effects from it that did not make me too dang happy. So I'm not really going to bother with it. How about you, Felix? Should we bother with it? But if you heard that, he nodded no. So here we go. Let me show you. First of all, the interior, I'm not worrying too much about those ejector pin marks because they're not going to really be seen, especially those be covered. They're not going to be seen. I'm not getting that all into it. I'm probably should, but I'm not. I'm going to get in there and try to do some detail of some of the stuff, like putting some chrome where it needs to be and whatnot. I might just paint that with some Molotow with a very thin brush. A little bit of that in there. I'm actually thinking, I forgot about this. I may flock this. I might flock this with some gray. I don't know. I'm going to look at pictures of 40 Fords. I really want to keep it factory stock as much as possible, because my whole thing with this car was, this was hot rodded like in the 60s through the 70s. Like, it's been owned by the same guy and been taken care of and loved, and not just minor hot rodding that to some average guy could do to a car who would own this, but not go too much and keep a lot stock. So I'm going with that. And that was my premise of it when I first built this kit as this version of this car. It's the third version. If you guys have been following, would know that it's a car with an old hot rod thing that they took an old Buick, see, that's a Buick nailhead. It's just a neat looking engine, and it came with the kit, so it keeps things going real good. That's a 40 Ford, yes, Felix. And the only thing I did to the chassis is I added that extra exhaust that comes with the kit, and it actually makes it look a little more bearable, quite honestly. I had to transplant from another junk chassis this horn right here, because this was missing on this one out of this kit. But it's just Tamiya semi-gloss black under there. I'm going to do some weathering and age it up. I'm right now doing all the suspension pieces, and they are going to be different variations and shades of semi-gloss and gloss black, and then weathered. That's pretty much all I'm going to do to the underside. It's staying pretty well stock. I'm using the lowered front end that comes with the kit. So that is that for that. I'm going to put that off to the side. With this body, the work that I did, and I just, there was some stickiness going on. I did a lot of work on this side. I didn't have to do so much on this side, but there is some putty work on this side to get rid of those ejector pin marks. Most of those are going to be covered up by the tires. I wasn't concerned about them, but I got rid of the ones kind of that are, not going to be seen. But if you look down here, there was these dimples in there that kind of caused problems up here a little bit. I wanted to fill those in a bit, and that's where I used my Sprue Goo a couple of times, and you can see it's still sunk in. And then I found it to, and look, I even still got more work to do. I just discovered that. Gee whiz, it doesn't end. I'm going to take this off. It actually made the outside worse. That stuff just, you know, messes with plastic, so I'm not a fan at all. So it creates a little bit more work for me. Looks like I'm going to have to go on that, back on that with some putty and stuff. We're going to see how after I do this next sanding. I have done my second primer session after doing some sanding and a little bit more puttying, and it looks like I'm going to have to do a little more now. But we're getting it down to the goods. This looks like all my little imperfections that come from the kit, you know, like the sink marks because of these. I got those pretty well gone with a couple of sandings and primerings and a little bit of putty. Like I said, probably about 20 minutes ago I just primered this stuff, and it still feels I got the underside done. That bell is, you can, some shades you can kind of see it still. I'm hoping that I can sand that out with this thick primer. Maybe it'll vanish. I might have to do one more shoot session. Haven't decided what color I want to paint under here. The fenders are going to be black. The body's blue. Do I incorporate the body color into the firewall or not, or do I just do it like a semi-gloss black, or actually almost a kind of a glossy sheen, very glossy? I'm looking at a lot of pictures of period correct. Like I said, this is a car that most of its modifications were done probably in the 60s, and it just was kept on the road, taken care of by the family for up until, like, this is going to be the car as present time. So that's my whole spiel on that. Now, tires. I have been hunting right now out in the garage. I just primered the wheels. I'm using the wheels out of the kit. I'm just going to put the little Ford caps that come with it, and here they are. I love those things on those just those steel wheels. I was hunting and hunting and hunting for steel wheels that would be a little bit deeper dish. I was kind of wanting to go for a deeper dish, especially in the back. I had this idea, really wide tires. I've been bouncing around with tires. I do want wide tires on this thing, but I'm just going to stick with those wheels out of simplicity, because all the steel wheels that I found around, I even have these resin, these are Chevy rallies, really, that but stuff like that, I had a ton of wheels out, and those caps do not fit on any of them but the ones that come out of this kit, and I just don't want to get that heavy into the modification. We're also coming down to the wire, so I got to simplify a few things. But I have found the tires I want to use only because my favorite tire in the whole wide world, BF Goodrich Radial TAs. Just love them, love them, love them. There's really not real great that I know of BF Goodrich tires. These aren't even, I'm not really a big fan of these tires. I've never really used these. I don't like them. I have given some away, and I found up about 6 of them in my stash of tires. I might have more. I think they came out of AMT kits, possibly MPC. Any of you know where these tires come from, please let me know in the description, in the whatever comments below, and let me know what the heck you think there, because quite honestly, I'm got an idea that I want more of these. I don't like, they're just not wide enough. They just, I don't know, they don't have the look I'm looking for. What I really like, look at this BF Goodrich, but this is 24 scale. This is actually a resin one that's kind of misshot in a few places. I have molds that I could make a few of these. These were those old whatever they are. I'll put a picture of them right there. If you old timers remember these are the best looking BF Goodrich Radial TAs, but they're just too dang big for this model because these are more 24 scale. But I found these 25th scale ones that the wheel fits in there perfect, and that's fine for the front, but I want a little wider. So what I'm going to do, since I have 6 of them, is I'm going to take 4 of them and make 2 rear tires. So what I was thinking of doing is right about there, after the 4th groove, 1, 2, 3, actually 3 grooves, 3 rows in, I'm going to cut there, and then maybe 3 on another one, and put them together, and that should make them, where I was using this as a reference, should make them about that wide. If I can find more of these Pirellis that I can't find, I would even love to use those, but they're a little bit too wide for the front. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do for tires. So I'm basically going to cut and put these together. And if they turn out really cool, I'd love to make a mold of them so I could have them for later on use and be able to resin cast them, but I don't have the time for that, and maybe I'll find more of these. If they turn out really good, and I'm going to white letter tire these and having those BF Goodriches. I have BF Goodrich on all my cars. I love BF Goodrich for some reason. I'm a fanboy, and I just want them on this model. So that's pretty much it on the 40 Ford, just with the old update. I want to thank you guys for all watching this with all the other guys from the USAC thing. That's the United Scale Automotive Content Creators Group we have formed. We're growing. There's a few more guys that have jumped in. I'm going to put everybody in the description below, all the links to their channels. If I miss you and you're in this and you're one of us official on the group and all that stuff, by all means, I'm sorry if I missed you. It's just like it's been hard to keep track of. There was the original guys that are in this logo here, but there's a few more that have come on. And it's a busy week. I'm sure you're all having a busy week with the holidays. I'm probably going to have one more video to come out that's going to be my holiday special video here in a couple days. Watch out for that. But I just want you guys all, it's so fun. We're all having such a ball with this and putting it on each other's channels and just seeing what each other does. This is not a competition. This is just a friendly, fun thing. And I want to give a little credit out there. I was not the one who came up with this idea. I kind of got credited for that. No, this was Mark Batson's idea. He's the one who came to me. But he was inspired by a video I made in the early days of my channel talking about how much I love this kit. And he was in agreement. And it was kind of, this whole thing is in honor of this wonderful kit that we've had since the early 60s in our hobby. It's an important kit. So many people love it and revere it. Some don't. Understandable. But so many modelers love this kit. It's really close to our hearts. And this whole build-off is in honor of the old AMT 40 Ford. All the variations. And we've just been having a lot of fun with it this last half of this year. We're going to start the new year off with the completion of this. I hope I get it done. I'm working hard to. I think I will. And everybody are at different levels. Go around, check out all the channels. Just, punch up 40 Ford build or however you can find all of us. And we want to thank you guys for watching us do this. We're having a ball, and I hope we're inspiring. That's the big thing that we're doing this for. Our goal is to inspire all of you to keep building model cars. And why is that? Because they're fun. I keep saying that, right? They're fun. Here's the producers.